Welcome back to the home of Mardi Gras and meteorically bad football, the University of Louisiana, New Orleans. In our last episode, we carried on with Sunbelt play as we lost to Marshall in their explosive run game. However, we bounced back during the second road game of the episode, handling Arkansas State and forcing multiple turnovers. So here we are, sitting at 3-4, with Captain Rex Delacroix at the helm. This episode we face App State at home before hitting the road to play Georgia Southern. Two tough opponents, and it's going to be difficult because we have such a terrible team. But we've also seen how well this team has performed through 7 games. We are way above our expectations right now. So, we look to stay in the fight for a bowl game in year 1, which feels like our ceiling. And also, we look to sign our first recruits of the season, though I'm not sure that will happen in this episode. And on the topic of recruiting, here's a quick update. Most of the 3-stars were into the top 5. They're still a ways out from recruiting, or from committing, that is. But the 2-stars were getting closer. Kansas has really dialed in on David Kopp, and it's looking very unlikely. They have a visit on there as well. So he's honestly probably out. We might take him off the board and save the hours here, which sucks because he's a Louisiana guy, but we're going to do it. We're also into the top 3 for tackle Alexander Smith, and we know we need O-line bad, so that's helpful. And we do have these 4-stars that we've been looking at. We've moved into the top 2. Again, if any of these programs decide they want Landman, Beach, or Kendricks, they can kind of just jump back at us at any time. With Ole Miss chasing Mike Beach, I think I'm going to pull out now, just because as soon as they decide to put more than 10 hours into him, he's just going to be so ungettable for us. So we're going to refocus ours here. We're going to go into the 4-star safety Trevor Kendricks in the hopes that maybe he's a forgotten about 4-star and we sign him. And we're going to put an extra 10 here on Connor McCord, our star middle linebacker that we are hoping to recruit. He'll be my user for 4 years. He'll start right away with 82 speed, 89 excel. So yeah, he's a guy we definitely want to commit. But we only have 300 hours to use weekly, so this is legitimately all we get. We have 11 targets, and we're putting 25 hours or less on most of them. We're gonna have to make the portal count in the offseason. And a quick update on what's going on around college football. The Heisman race is led right now by Utah State quarterback DeMar Priester. He's an 86 overall, and he's a redshirt senior, but he's got Utah State ranked, which is pretty impressive. He had 6 passing touchdowns last week against Hawaii, so that's something. Emeka Odom, who we played, actually, he's a redshirt freshman who's an 87 overall. He'll be playing on Sundays probably in 2 years. And then the Texas quarterback, the Arkansas quarterback, and the Hawaii quarterback. So that was a matchup of Heisman contenders right there, which is pretty interesting. We'll see how many of these guys end up going to the draft. I have a feeling Carl Cisco is going to head back to school. David Moffitt and Bart Waller are maybes. And obviously if they do decide to go to the draft, then they'll be in our Madden series, which will be fun. Also, just looking real quick through our player season stats, Caleb Arsenault completing about 64% of his passes, 12 touchdowns, 7 picks. Not amazing, but not bad for what we were expecting. Obviously, Mark Roussel is dominating. He's averaging 124 yards a game. He's been in the end zone 5 times, 14 broken tackles. He's killing it. Marcellus Dupree has done his job. He's averaging 72 yards a game, 3 touchdowns. He's got 28 catches. Roussel has 39 catches, so he's doing everything. He's almost 175 yards per game. And defensively, we're led by the safeties, Prince Adebo and Cameron Hops. TFLs are led by Noah Castile, Bridges, and Doucette, which is nice. And sack production for Preston Doucette has been very, very impressive for him being a 66 overall. And he's a freshman. He's a true freshman. So I'm hoping he stays with the team for a couple years and he could develop into a really, really nice player. Very little production from the Diesel overall, which is not helping. Like I said, we are 3 wins ahead of where we thought we were going to be. So I'm not mad. And with all that pretty much done, let's take a look at App State real quick. They're a 66 overall team. Their defense is pretty decent at 69. They've got a receiver who looks pretty talented. 87 speed is going to be hard for our corners to hang with. So we may have to go a lot of zone coverage again. And they sit a game above us half game above us in the Sunbelt standings. Both the teams we play today have not lost in the Sunbelt. We could potentially, if and it's a big if we manage to beat both of them, we could move into the second spot in the Sunbelt East, stand alone, because we would have beaten both those teams. Marshall would have beaten us, but if they lose, then we'd all be tied with 1 loss, and we would have a chance to make the conference championship against what looks like Southern Miss right now. Again, that's pretty far-fetched for us to win like 4 games in a row. That's probably what it would take at this point. But you never know. And with that, I think we better hop into the game. We are going to wear all purple today. I just want to test out, another uniform combo here. And we're going to put App State in all white. It's a lovely day in Lafitte's Landing. 83 degrees, a little bit of wind. It feels like a perfect way to play some football. So we kick off to start the game. And Anthony Roper, who had a really nice game last week, leads out the Mountaineers for their first offensive series. Again, we got to remember they do have one talented receiver. You can see him out there. He's a star, number 88. I'm trying to cover this. We're hopefully going to get pressure after about 30 years. He throws a pick the first play. What are you doing, Anthony Roper? What just happened? I don't even know what to say about that. This dude, I'm going to count. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, and then throws a pick. Let's think about this. He probably didn't even have to run. He could have stood here for another 2 seconds. But he had 5 full seconds of no pressure to find an open receiver. Decides, I'm going to run, because he's a lefty. He's going to run to his strong side. Tries to throw to the tight end, and the DB's running with him before he lets go of it. Just throws it right to Cameron Hops. You know what? We might have ourselves a team. Caleb Arsenault in the offense, out now, and of course we're going to the money man. It's Mark Roussel right up the middle. 15 plus on the first play. Oh my goodness. We might be in business, baby. If their quarterback continues to play like that, which I know it's one play, but for some reason the quarterbacks tend to just kind of do that. Oh my god, there's a bump right there. Isaiah LaRoque wide open. Touchdown! ULNO. My goodness, we're up 7-0 in the first 30 seconds of this game. And we're kicking off again 46 seconds after we did it last time. As I was saying, though, these quarterbacks who tend to sit in the pocket for forever do it all game. We saw it last week when we played. It's a weird thing, but they just kind of sit there because we generate no pressure. But if our coverage holds up, he might just throw another pick. Oh, that one's out quicker. Cameron Hops on the tackle. That's a nice catch from their star receiver. And they're going to go no huddle, which could be very annoying if they do that for an entire game. I'm on no Castillo. I'm ready for runs, but they don't appear to be running much. Their quarterback threw for 360 last week. That doesn't feel like a running team. Almost a decent tackle there from Jamal Thibodeau. And Roper starting to get the ball out quick now. They've gone RPO and quick slant on the last 2 plays. If we can get them into a situation where they have to pass, I would think he's going to take a minute to sit in the pocket. But if they continue to run RPOs and such, that's going to speed up his decision. That's a nice tackle there. We hold him to 2nd and 10. We're going to go man coverage on their best receiver, but with safety help over the top. It's play action. They dump it underneath. Marcel Picou gets blocked. Cameron Hops doesn't make the tackle. That's brutal. Another first down for App State. I thought Cameron Hops was going to make that tackle easily. It was going to be 3rd and 4. I was wrong. They've got us kind of locked in right here. Play action again. Marcel Picou can't deliver a hit. Noah Castillo cleans up, and we're in 2nd and 3. We're going to bring man coverage on this side again. They move the receiver, so we're going to get out of it. Trying to cover short here. They're running again. Elijah Foray can't get there. Cameron Hops does make a tackle, but doesn't matter because they've picked up the first down. We're manning up their best receiver again with safety help. But they have moved down the field very quickly here on this drive. I've got the tight end. He threw it right at me. Oh, my God. If he throws this to the tight end's hands, it's to my hands. That is brutal because that was perfect coverage from me. I'm trying to generate pressure here on this one on 2nd and 10. If they bring a run, we might be able to confuse the run blocking. It's a delayed handoff, and Noah Castillo is all over that in the backfield. We've got 3rd and 14 now. They have to pass, and we're hoping that Roper just sits back here in the pocket for forever and then makes a terrible decision, which he's already done once this game. I'm giving up the underneath. That's okay. Noah Castillo, just make a tackle. Suplex him out of bounds. That's perfect. And they're going to go for it on 4th down, which is not really what I wanted to see. I'm going to take a risk and go man coverage here, though. It's probably a bad idea. But Johnson's on that, and he breaks up the pass. It's a turnover on downs for App State. I honestly thought we got mossed right here, though. I'm going to be honest. I didn't believe in Johnson at all. That ball is in the App State receiver's hands. It just gets broken up by Johnson's helmet. All right, let's keep the drive moving. We know Mark Roussel can get it done for us. I want to get the pass game established early, though. It's a nice route there from Isaiah. Didn't have enough time to get it to anybody else. And we've got 3rd down and 2 on our second possession. We're trusting our best player to pick up 2 yards here. Not a decent cutback there. Barely gets the first down, but does get there. And why go anywhere else? That is why. They were ready for it that time. As we look to advance down the field further. They're in zone coverage. I don't love this, but Marcel is coming across the field open. That ball's just overthrown by Caleb Arsenault, and it's picked off. That's frustrating. It was a bad decision knowing the accuracy stats of Caleb. But I tried to downlead Marcel because that corner had no chance of getting there if it would have been anywhere farther back. That's a brutal missed tackle from Marcel Picou. But yeah, I didn't get the pass lead I wanted because it was an inaccurate ball from Caleb. And it ends up being a pick, which is very unfortunate. And App State's right back in this thing if they can go down the field and score. This is a run. Marcel Picou on the tackle, and he makes it one-on-one with the back. But we needed it in the moment. We've got them in 3rd down, a chance to get a stop here. Prince Adebo just gets beat by the tight ends. Unfortunate. I'm still trying to be aware of that one receiver out left. Trying to keep at least 2 people on that side of the field at all times. Oh my god. We bump each other again, and Ninkovic gets his 4th catch in a row. Roper's over 100 yards in the first quarter, despite the interception on the first play. And they're driving the field incredibly fast every time they have it, which is kind of a problem. We did get a stop around this area of the field last time. It seems like they're not confident in their kicker. Oh my god, what a block at the last second. But they're probably in range. Thank God this quarterback cannot deliver a throw on the run. That's the second one he's missed to a wide open receiver on the run. Well, second throw he's missed on the run at least. I don't know if the first guy was wide open. There's a shot to the end zone. Jamal Thibodeau make a play. Did he pick it off? Oh my god, he almost picked it off. Are they reviewing this? They might review this. Jamal might have got his left foot in there. That was an insane pick. Ah. His heel must have come down out of bounds. Really, really good effort there from our best corner, though. Gotta respect it. When we do end up holding them to 3. Their offense seems to stall out quite a bit when they get down to the red zone, which is good for us. Now we're 3rd and 14. If we don't pick this up, we're going to punt the ball back, and they're going to get a 4th possession of the first quarter. I'm going to throw the comeback if we can. It's not a great ball, but Marcellus makes a play on it. And now this is the last play of the first quarter as we hand it off to Mark Roussel, running right. The block set up beautifully. It's a great block from 5 in the secondary there. 15 yards on the last play. I lied. There's an injury to an App State lineman. We have another play in this first quarter. We're looking, if it's man coverage, we're looking to an out route for Marcel Dupree. I'm going to see if I can motion Baptiste out. Okay, that didn't do anything for me. It looks like man, we're going to throw it. Our best receiver in one-on-one, and he makes the play. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. We are driving. We're up 7-3. And we have 2 stops in this game already. We did get a little pass heavy in that first quarter, though, which is not bad. They're obviously playing to stop the run game. They know that's our strength. But I still want to try and keep it established as Mark Roussel gets none on first. The problem is when we get into these situations where we get nothing on first down or lose a yard, it sets us behind the sticks quite a bit as we throw to the out route there for Ricky St. Pierre. He picks up the first down. We get a combined 1 yard on the first 2 downs. Now it's 3rd and 9. And we're probably just out of range for our kicker, so we need a few yards here. This might be 4 down territory. I got way too impatient in the pocket there. We just got to try and throw this to Mark and get a few. But yeah, I was way too impatient in that pocket on 3rd down as we drill a kick to go up 7. 10-3, Priers. Our offense is playing good enough to keep them kind of at arm's length here, though, after that first turnover. We've really matched them 3 for 3. That's a nice tackle from Noah Castile. Noah Castile makes another tackle, though. He's up to 6 now. They're going to pass on 3rd and 6. I'm trying to cover this. I'm trying to cover that. He's on the run. And we get home. It's a sack for Edward Riggins. 4th and 14. They've got to punt the ball back to us. But in the Sun Belt, our defense has really stepped up. They allowed 14 points points to Arkansas State. We've only given up 3 here in the first half to App State, who play incredibly fast. 6 yards for Mark on first down. That keeps us ahead of the sticks. We're going back to him. He has not had the same pop that he's had over the last few weeks. But we get another first down there. And now we're 3rd and 16, well out of field goal range. If we can pick up like 10 here, we're probably going to go for it on 4th. If it's anything over 3rd and 7, it's a little scary. Corey Baptiste maybe, if I outlead it away. It's a missed throw from Caleb, 4th and 16. This one we got to punt. And we go 2nd and 10. A lot of crossers here. One stops at the top of the route. We have pressure all over Roper, but he gets the ball away. He looks so uncomfortable in the pocket, it's insane. He has way longer to sit in the pocket than he thinks. But he just runs around, loses his head. And when he's on the run, I'm not worried about him delivering a throw because he's not really a good on-the-run guy as he throws it right in front of No Castile, and they get 0 yards on 3 plays. And that's Noah's 7th solo tackle of the game, by the way. That's back-to-back drives that our defense has held them to essentially nothing. And we're running it again with Mark Roussel. There's a nice hole. He gets 9 on first down. Disregard that play. I thought he was RB because the running back is almost always RB on screens. He was Y that time. And I threw it randomly down the field. But it's okay. We pick up 8 on second down. Make it 3rd and very manageable here. We're going to go delayed handoff to Mark Roussel. I don't know if I love it, but I do love it. The linebacker over-pursues big time. We end up getting the first down. We're going to look to take a shot here. Potentially Marcel if he's manned up. It doesn't look like man. We're going to dump it down. Quinn Bullock makes the catch, but that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Again, I want to take a shot here. We're close to field goal range, and a field goal puts us up 2 scores. I'm going to run this with Caleb. They all dropped off. We're going to slide before we take a hit, but that's a first down. Now we take this clock under a minute, and we look maybe at the end zone here on 3rd and 8. I like this route from Ricky if he beats somebody to the outside. Okay, I don't like it. We're going to go underneath the Mark Roussel. He's got a blocker in front of him who doesn't block, but he does pick up the first down. We're going to call a timeout here. And we run this clock down to 13 seconds. This is probably the last play. I should have called a timeout there, but I didn't. Mark Roussel's open out of the backfield. Find the end zone, Mark. Oh, yeah. The Priers are moving today. 17-3. We leave 5 seconds on the clock, which is perfect clock management for me. And we've got a chance, a very good chance to win this game as we get the ball out of halftime. We could go back-to-back scores, be up 3 touchdowns, and essentially end this game. As Quinn Bullock delivers a hit on kickoff. I don't know why our crowd isn't more hyped, but Mark Roussel with a solid first half. A lot of carries for a half of football. Got to be aware of his wear and tear here in the second half. Especially if we get up, we may just sub him out. But the story of the game is our defense. In the last 3 drives for App State, they've got, I think, 0 yards, or just thereabout, as Mark Roussel finds 12 or 13 up the middle. And I think it's very plausible if we score on this drive that Mark Roussel does not come back in the game just to protect him from the wear and tear, as he finds a big gap up the middle there. That might be 20 or more. We're up to the 40-yard line. We've got him over the century mark. That's really all I want to do. We're going back to him. I didn't read the hole there at all, and we lose 1. And I don't really want to run in this situation. We're going to go play action. It's probably not going to do anything for me. We're going to cancel it early. We're under pressure. I tried to get the ball away, but it's 4th and 10. We got to punt. Let's see if Noah Castile and the defense can keep hanging on as they've done so far. There's a... Oh my goodness, Noah Castile. Instant block shed followed by a hit stick on the running back. And we're all over their run game as they look to pass here. Roper's taking a shot to that receiver. He's underthrown him. Doesn't matter. Marcel Pacou can't locate the ball. Unreal. Marcel Pacou, we knew was going to get outran. That was no question. But that ball was underthrown. Like, very easily, Pacou could have made a play. And I switched onto him, and I was pressing X to deflect the ball. And he just turned the wrong way. Cameron Hops gets juked out of his shoes by the tight end. Good lord. This guy Ninkovic has 5 catches for 62 yards. That's a problem. And we've got our DN dropping into coverage on their best receiver, which is probably not a good matchup. It's a run. Doesn't matter. Can we cover this? Can we stop him short? No, we can't. Picks up the first down. It's 1st and goal. 1 big play for App State, and now they look threatening to make this a 1-score game, which is the opposite of how I wanted the second half to go, at least the early part of it. We're in the backfield that time. Preston Doucette combines. with Gaspard to get the TFL. Again, their run game has been lifeless. We're bringing a blitz on this one, but we're in the backfield again. Preston Doucette by himself this time. Now we've forced them to pass on 3rd and goal. They've run the wrong way twice in a row. This is a lot of field for Noah Castile to cover, though. But we get home. The blitz gets home. It's Caden Saunier on the corner blitz. And we hold them to 3 again in this game. Their red zone offense is just terrible. And we're still up 17-6. So the offense is back out. And if we score a touchdown here, we can make this thing a 3-score game, which is crucial to our opportunity at winning. As Mark Roussel bursts into the secondary, makes the safety miss. He's cooking in the second half. That's his second 20-plus yard run of the half. We might as well keep going to him if he's doing this. Finds another 9 or 10 there. We're up to midfield right away. And we're going to go play action here. Marcellus Dupree is going deep. It looks like they've got bodies back there. But the tight end is wide open. We get inside the 40. So we go back to the ground on 2nd and 10. It's a delayed handoff. Mark Roussel breaks the tackle, thankfully, and falls forward for 8 more. That should have been a loss of 2. And he breaks the tackle in the backfield. And then we have a wide open receiver. We convert on 3rd and 2. We're in field goal range. So we can at least push this thing back to 2 touchdowns. But I would love to get in the end zone here and make this thing a 3-score game. As we dump it off to Mark Roussel, who spins back towards his blocker. It's a lovely play. Gets 12. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 9. Maybe Marcellus Dupree on this out route can win one-on-one. It looks decent. We're going to give him a shot. That's got to be PI, right? He got held out of his break. I'm expecting there to be separation because this quarter's playing with the wrong leverage. And he just, like, is so slow out of this break. He's got to be holding him or something. I don't know why he was moving 1 mile an hour out of the break there. But we get held to a field goal. We go up 20-6. But App State stays within striking range, which is not what I want. A stop here could be very good for us. We'll go into chew clock the next time we get the ball, basically, no matter what, to try and kill the rest of this game. But this 3rd quarter's gone by very quickly. We're already down to a minute as Foray's in the backfield on this play. But yeah, this 3rd quarter's gone by very quickly. And their biggest enemy right now is time, as Noah Castile and Caden Saunier are in the backfield there. And this is a big conversion. They kind of need it here. They've got a couple shallow crossers. Roper is going to run for it, but Doucette catches him from behind. That was a huge switch on and tackle for Preston Doucette there. I didn't think we had any chance of stopping him. But Doucette gets him on the dive tackle, holds him up short of the 1st down, and we get the ball back essentially at the end of the 3rd quarter. 20-6. Priers lead at home with a chance to go to 500 for the first time in Captain Rex's career. And if you want to look at the CFB, here it is. Miami and Auburn lead the way. Bam is also undefeated. Clemson's up there. I shouldn't have been throwing there. I should have just run to kill time. But here we are, 3rd and 9. Clock is stopped. We're going to trust our best guy, and it's a missed throw. And we essentially waste no time there. You got to punt it back. Still a 2-touchdown game. They have 9 minutes, just under 10, to score 2 touchdowns and stop us. They have to stop us twice to do it. They go RPO on 1st down. Caden Saunier makes the tackle, one-on-one. We have tackled surprisingly well in this game compared to the rest of our season. App State does not have a lot of shifty guys in space, which is helpful. But even still, we've got coverage. Roper's running and goes down. Didn't want to take the hit, which I respect fully. But I feel like there was at least 3 or 4 more yards there for him to get. And instead he puts them in a 3rd down situation that isn't great. As he throws it over the middle, Cameron Hobbs can't make the play. That's their best receiver. He's been involved on all of their biggest plays so far. But they have 6 points to show for the game right now. So our defense is doing exactly what they should be doing. Even if they score on this drive, as Noah Castile's in the backfield again, makes another tackle. As long as we can hold them to in the realm of 13 points, that's incredible work from our defense, who is, 54 overall. We've got the tight end coming across the middle. He misses the throw to the flat. It's 3rd and 10. 350 yards and 4 touchdowns last week. He looks terrible. He has missed like 3 or 4 wide open guys. As they go delayed handoff here. The Diesel's chasing him from behind. Gets him. But it's after the back picks up 7. Now they've got a 4th and 3. They could run this if they want. But if they don't get this, we look real good at winning a game. As they hand it off. Noah Castillo gets blocked by his own guy. Tries to make the play but can't get there. And then we get pancaked in the secondary. And Jamal misses the tackle. This is going to be a touchdown. That's brutal. That's brutal. DeAndre Crook. 50 yards to the house. On a run that should have been 1. Should have been 1 yard. But it's fine. We just have to possess the ball this time. 3 points basically wins us the game. There's no hole for Mark Roussel on first down. He gets 2. And he's looked like he got up slow, but he's staying in the game. If he's going to stay in the game, we're going to feed him. I don't want him to get hurt, obviously. But we don't have another running back that's nearly as talented as he picks up the first down on 2nd and 8. The wear and tear hit heavy on that play, though, and he should not be in the game. I have subbed him out because I can't have him getting, like, truly hurt. I'm going to give myself up here after 10 yards. It's another first down, and we're going to get him out of the game. I can't. It's not worth the risk of him getting injured because he's the only reason we have a chance to win any games. And if my O-line can block decently, we can do it with Quinn Bullock. I'm not going to be afraid to use Caleb's legs as well. We're going to look at a read option here. It is a keeper. Arsenault stiff arms the man into the ground. Impressive play there. But he only manages to get a yard. And now we're 3rd and 6. I think I have to throw this ball. I don't think Quinn Bullock can get 6, unfortunately. We are going to throw this. They blitz. But it looks like Isaiah LaRocque is going to not outrun his corner. 4th and 3. I'm going to make a ballsy decision and go for it. Our punting has been terrible in this game anyway, so there's no point. If we pick this up, we run another potentially 2 minutes off the clock. And the drag is there, but I get hit as I throw it. Dude, we got to block for longer than 1 second. This is what I get for subbing out Mark Roussel. Adkins is in the backfield here with the sole job of helping block. My left tackle gets beat instantly, and then Adkins steps up to help the center, who's doing fine. I don't understand, and now App State has a chance to go 55 yards and tie the game. And they have plenty of time to do it. This is a run. Shed with Noah Castillo. Can't make the play, but we hold them up for 4. I also don't know what compelled them to go to the run game in the second half, being down multiple touchdowns, but it's been, I guess, effective as we miss a tackle there, but Bridges cleans it up. Edward Riggins gets hurt on that last play, but it's all right. We're 3rd and 6 now. We need to stop. Hopefully Preston Doucette can get pressure up the middle, as he's done all year. We're sitting on the short route. He takes off to run, but the Diesel tackles him for just a yard. And they're going to punt with under 4 minutes to go, down a touchdown from midfield. Well, that's not the best of situations. I guess I should have received it. I just thought it was going to bounce heavier than that. And now we're stuck inside our 5, but it's amazing blocking from the line. And Quinn Bullock gets up to the 20-yard line on the first play. Surprising play from our O-line right there. That was an abundantly big hole. And we've got another one on 2nd down as Quinn Bullock finds another 15. And App State used their first timeout on that play. They're trying to use them up before the 2-minute warning, which is understandable. But if my O-line keeps doing what they just did on those last 2 plays, they didn't that time. But we've still got a decent chance of killing this game. We need 9 yards to get a first down. It's a delayed handoff. We're going to the right. Makes the linebacker miss, but the DN disengages the block. Here is 3rd and 9. They have no timeouts left. We are going to run. We're going to play the clock game. Quinn Bullock stiff arms 1, but gets tackled by the next. That'll take it to the 2-minute warning. They have to go 89 yards for 7 and a chance to tie the game. Our offense has really not been there in the second half, but our defense has been there all game. Preston Doucette's in the backfield. It's a sack, and they're at the 2-yard line. 2nd and 18. Again, the quarterback takes 30 years to find a decision. Oh, I thought I was going to make a play there with Noah Castillo. Thibodeau makes the tackle. They get out of the shadow of their end zone, but it still looks dangerous on 3rd and 11. They're obviously in 4-down territory here with just a minute to go. We've already run a minute off the clock here. That's a great throw, and Jamal Thibodeau can't break it up. That's brutal. Best throw of the day so far from Roper, including the deep shot. That was a big moment on 3rd down. If they didn't get it, they go underneath, tackle him before the first down. That's huge. That's going to run more time off the clock. They get 5 on that first down right there. Now we're on Noah Castillo. They clock the ball to make it 3rd and 5. I think you just got to run a play there if you're App State. You just got to hurry up to the line and run a play instead of clock the ball. But hey, I'm not the coach for them. Oh my God, and Preston Doucette is in his face again. He gets hit as he throws, can't deliver the ball, and it's 4th and 5. This is the game. One play for the game right here. Deep crossers. He throws it short. Foray misses the tackle, but Gaspard makes it half a yard short. They come up half a yard short of converting right there, and we're going to come away with a win at home against App State. We're going to move to 4 and 4. We are 500 under Captain Rex, and we're tied now with App State at 2nd in the East of the Sun Belt. So quick look at the player stats. Caleb Arsenault, an all-right game. 17 of 29, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Every throw he had pretty much was underneath, so not a lot of yards, but 2 touchdowns we'll take, obviously. Mark Roussel was dominant again, over 6 yards per carry on 28 carries. He didn't find the end zone on the ground today, but he did find it through the air with a receiving touchdown. And also Quinn Bullock in that 4th quarter when he filled in for Mark, who was hurting a little bit. He ran pretty well. He had 3 or 4 really nice runs. Obviously, the O-line helped him out quite a bit. But we'll take that from Quinn Bullock. Receiving, Roussel led the way with yardage. He caught 5 as well. Obviously got in the end zone. LaRoque with 3 for 14 in that first touchdown of the game, which was useful. And then Marcellus had 3 catches. Not a whole lot of production, obviously, but I mean, you saw it from Caleb. There's only 120 yards to go around, so fair enough. Defensively, it was a legacy game from Noah Castile. 7 solo tackles in the first half. Ends up getting 6 more in the second half, albeit most assisted. But 6 TFLs by himself. He basically was a one-man wrecking crew on the run game today. Shut it down. The Diesel had 3 TFLs, which is great production from him. Paku got 2 as well. We get sacks from Spillman, Riggins, and Saunier, which is nice for Kane Saunier out of the secondary there. And it sucks that, where is he? Preston Doucette didn't get a sack, but he probably had 4 QB hits and 6 or 7 more pressures. So impressive game from him. And, of course, Cameron Hops with the pick on the first play of the game. That was amazing. Obviously a terrible throw from their quarterback, but we'll take that for Cameron Hops. And the tackles were really down for the safeties, which is generally a good thing for us. I also just want to see, in total, their starting running backs, which look to be Toomer and Asamoah, were a combined 18 for 48 yards. That puts us at 3-1 in conference play right now, which is now better than App State. And if we beat Georgia Southern and Marshall lose, 1, we'd be over 500, which is incredible for this team. And 2, we would be looking at potentially a chance to play in the Sun Belt Conference Championship in year 1 with a 50-something overall team. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so you can see it. So Marshall did lose, actually, this week, which is huge. So if we beat Georgia Southern, we are tied for them for first in the East of the Sun Belt Conference. And we would own the tiebreaker because we would have beat them. It's not going to be easy. We're on the road, and they're 6-1. They're playing very well. And also, Marshall will technically have a tiebreaker if they end up also being a one-loss team. But again, this is very lofty expectations for me. I didn't think we had a chance to get 4 wins in the season. We have 4 through 8 weeks. So, I mean, I don't know what to say other than we are overperforming like no other, and this could be fun down the stretch of the season. Trevor Kendrick is getting recruited by Georgia, so he's out, which means we're going to max out the opportunity to get Brandon Landman, of course. And we're going to use the extra hours from that to visit Connor McCord. And we're going to pray that we can sign Connor McCord by week 11. That's the goal, because he's a game changer for us next year, as is Brendan Landman. But he's going to take some more work to sign. So let's see what Georgia Southern's got. They're a 64 overall team, straight up. They're one of the worst Sun Belt teams we've played, yet they are 6-1 on the year. So let's see. Their rating at 64 feels awfully low. They've got a 90 overall. They've got an NFL level edge rusher and a significant number of 80s. We're on the road against Georgia Southern, of course. So we're going to be in the whites. We're going to keep the purple pants with them this time. And they're going to be in dark blue. And so we go for game 2 of this episode. And a chance to go above 500 with a 54 overall roster. Yes, it's the Sun Belt. It's a weak conference. Doesn't matter. These teams are all better than us. We shouldn't be winning this much, but we are. as they all seem to headbutt a bald guy. I don't know what that tradition is personally, but I respect it. And it's a 70-degree day. Beautiful football weather as we kick off to start on the campus of Georgia Southern. As they go empty on the first play. Short curls. We've got one cross drive. Onto it, Noah Castile. That's a user pick. That's an idiot right there from Pelele. Idiot, idiot, idiot. First play user pick. And that's the second straight game we have an interception on the first play of the game. We're inside the 25 with a chance to go up 7 early. And that could be game-changing. That is a beautiful play from Noah Castile. 2 great weeks from him. I see why underneath. Ricky St. Pierre drops it, 3rd and 7. So right now it looks like we're going to get 3 out of that pick, which is unfortunate, but we're going to keep this with Caleb. There's blockers over there. I got bumped back into the defensive player, and they want us to go for this. I don't hate it. We should kick to go up 3, but this was a possession we didn't expect to have, so I'm down to try and capitalize on it. And Marcellus Dupree doesn't even try and go get the ball. He makes a really nice route on that zig right there and then just stops running. And the ball's thrown in front of him. I feel like it was a decent throw from Caleb, but whatever. They run right here. We get flattened, and we can't make a tackle. Gets out to the 30. Well, we're basically back to where we started, and that's stupid. This game is so stupid. I get encroachment for switching on a Noah Castile because they no-huddled and got to the line. And I guess I didn't get through it cleanly, coming from the wrong side. But they're going bubble screen. Noah Castile gets out there and makes a tackle, but he gets the first down anyways. They're another no-huddle team. They want to play fast. And, I mean, off of one run from this running back, he scares me. And they fire a bullet into this. Is that the tight end right there? It is. And they have him split out wide, which is interesting. That's not a great matchup for Jamal Thibodeau there. As Bridges can't make the tackle. Thibodeau cleans up, but it's a first down for Corey Gillette. That matchup is tough for Jamal Thibodeau. But, again, he's a blocking type, so I feel better about our chances. What in the world? Did you see Caden Saunier just hit a slingshot on the ground right there and dive the wrong way completely somehow? Tight end's in line this time. It's probably a run. We break on it. Tried to hold the edge there, and Adebo gets into the backfield. In line again. I'm going to bring another blitz. This feels like a run. Motion the wide receiver. They don't give it to him. It's right up the middle to Corey Gillette, and there's no one there. 7-0 Georgia Southern. It's a very unfortunate way for this game to start. The interception was amazing, and then we were trying to convert, obviously, on it. That's a nice broken tackle from Roussel, but it doesn't matter. We get a yard. And we've got nothing going on this drive. I mean, we get a yard on first down. We're going to go to Mark out of the backfield. It's not a great throw. He has to jump for it, but we do get 6. And we're going to go play action on 3rd and 3. See if they'll bite on it. They don't really. But that's open if we can get it to Ricky. It's a tough throw in a tight window. And we make it count. It was inaccurate. Came out a little wobbly and late. I was off the back foot. But he delivers it in the window. That's all we needed. Now we're running again. Trying to get outside the tackles this time. It's not going to happen. We lose a yard on first. I don't love running it on 2nd and long. But it's like my most trusted offense the whole season. I can't not. And we pick up 10. It was well worth it. We're in an inches situation here. They're bringing out a goal line set. I'm going to block Bullock, block Baptiste, Econom into the flat. We're going to see if Marcel Dupree can just run deep. Throw it to the outside shoulder. That safety can't keep up with him. It's a perfect throw from Caleb Arsenault, and we're in the end zone 7-7. There's a good adjustment on the line. I saw that cornerback step in, the slot corner. Looked like he was trying to play the run maybe. And that was a tough matchup for the slower safety. Bomb over the top to Marcel Dupree works perfectly. We tied this game up. All right, now we look for a stop. We got the interception on the first drive. The last drive, they essentially marched the length of the field with no issues at all. I just couldn't change direction quickly enough there, but it's a drop from their receiver, despite being wide open. 2nd and 10. I had the right idea with my user there. I just couldn't get to it. As they go to the outside, and Jamal Thibodeau breaks it up. Way to get a hand in there. We need Preston Doucette or the Diesel to get home as they do a delayed handoff run, and Noah Castile misses the tackle. At least we stop him short of the line. He gets 7. They got a punt. Starting this drive on the 35. It's technically our third possession because of the interception, but it's our second expected possession. And we get 6 on first down for Mark. But we have the big pass, so we can live with it. As we go screen this time, the blocks look good. Jukes to the inside, gets across midfield. Looking for Marcellus Dupree on this route if he's manned up, which he is. The corner runs the route for him. The ball might have come out a touch early. He's got his eyes in the backfield still when I'm throwing this thing, so he just stops. I get it. I need to wait for Marcellus to stop running and then throw it because that corner will be behind him, but that sucks. I just was impatient right there, and it is probably going to cost us 7 points unless my defense makes an incredible play here. Kill him! We missed a tackle right there with Foray. I'm on Prince of Devo here. We're bringing a safety blitz. Can't get through. Foray makes a tackle this time, though, 3rd and 1. I thought for a second that back was going to break it, but he didn't. And we're going to blitz. This feels run to me. Castile blows up a block, helps out in the backfield. It was Saunier there first, but we've got him into a 4th down situation. 4th and 3. I don't know what they're going to do here, to be honest. I'm surprised they're not kicking to take a lead. They run it up the middle, and they find a gap. 1st down. Should have blitzed again, but I honestly thought they were going to throw. Obviously, they didn't. We got torched. Here's a run. Oh, my God. The tight end just bullied someone, and then the running back stiff-armed Noah Castillo. Big number 75, their pulling guard, who just blows up the Diesel. Just sends him flying. That's, by the way, like my best defensive player. Noah Castillo's probably better, but my best defensive lineman at least. And he just got ragdolled. Alright, we probably need to match them at this point. 7 here would be big. There's a big hole up the middle right there. We can't outrun 9, but we get to midfield. That's the biggest run of the day so far for Mark Roussel. And it's been the run game for both teams. We just threw a stupid pick on that last drive. Gets to the outside for Mark Roussel there. Finds 5. We'll take that. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. Down 14-7. And we just got a match. And here's your matchup. The running backs are doing very similar numbers. Except Corey Gillette's been in the end zone twice. That's really it. They've capped 2 of their 3 drives. The only time they haven't really scored was on the first play interception. And that run play is blown up from the start. Hopefully it's not another pick for Caleb. Got to be patient. Got to read what I have here. There's some space to run. We're going to take it and slide. And we only get 2. But I believe that just said Mark Roussel is leading the country in rushing yards. That's impressive. The play action sort of works. Mark Roussel gets lit up. Doesn't have the ball. But there was pressure off the backside, so I just decided to take what I could with Caleb Arsenault. We get a decent number of yards. And we keep it moving. Slants there to Marcellus. Make a man miss. Can't find the end zone, but we're down to the 3-yard line. We're going to go read option on 2nd and goal here. See if we can take this D-end out of the game. He can't get to Mark, but they hold him up a yard short. We're going to be lame here, but we're going to try it. Every single team I play against has done this to me. I'm going to do it. Can we score? What? We're going to sneak for a 2nd straight play. They can't stop it, I hope. Fuck it, we ball. They stop it. That's brutal. When we want a safety. This could be a really, really bad call if they decide to throw and get the ball out quickly. If they don't, it's going to be a safety for Noah Castillo. That's a big tackle. We don't get the 7, but we do end up getting 2 as they were stuck on the 1-inch yard line. And I just went full engage 8. If they would have passed there, we would have been done. It doesn't matter. It's unfortunate that this game is not tied. I would rather have the 7 and them have the ball, but we'll take the safety if that's what was left for us. We'll throw the ball to Mark for 6 yards. I've been too reliant on some of these passes, and it hasn't really worked out that well for us. We threw the pick, obviously, and then I didn't go to Mark on the goal line. We didn't really pass, I guess, but we didn't go to Mark on the goal line there, which we probably should have. But we're going to just dump this off to Econom. He's the most open. Get 4 yards there. 5 will take it. And we're going to go inside zone to Mark Roussel on the stronger side of our line. At least the side with better matchups. Great blocks right there. Great block in the secondary. Mark's off to the races. We know this free safety has big speed. Gets stiff-armed, but he holds us up enough. Now we probably have to throw. We're going to go stick concept on the throw. We'll see if the slant gets open. It probably won't. He's playing with inside leverage. We got to try and run out of here. There's a lot of space for Caleb Arsenault. One man to beat. One man to beat, Caleb. And he's in the end zone. That's 7 for us. We go up 2. I got a little concerned there that he was going to fumble on the goal line. Oh my God, kill him, Noah Castillo. But he hung onto the ball. We get 7 there. We go up 2, and now Noah Castillo is in the backfield making plays again. They hand it off. Bridges can't make the play, but it's Castillo on another solo tackle, 3rd and 10. We've still got the 2-minute warning in front of this. If we get a stop here, we have 3 timeouts in 2 minutes to get another score, and then we'll get the ball at halftime again. In motion in a receiver. We see the tight end. He's on an outbreaker. They go underneath. Jamal Thibodeau makes the tackle, 4th and 7. We could get back-to-back scores coming out of halftime and put this game away and move to a game above 500. And there's a big gap for Mark Roussel on the left side there. Can't stiff arm the linebacker, but that's maybe 20. We're going to pass here on 2nd and 7. Marcel Supri is pressed. He doesn't beat his man. But Mark Roussel is wide open out of the backfield. No one can hang with him. And he's up almost to the 20-yard line already. I mean, he is our offense. It's never been clearer. But this dude is ridiculous. And he gets more great blocks right there. A good block from Marcellus Dupree gets us inside the 10-yard line. Under a minute to go. We're going to run this clock as low as we can. Probably to somewhere in the realm of 8 seconds. Snap the ball. We'll have 1 play at the end zone. If not, we'll kick to go up 5 into halftime and have the ball coming out. Oh, Corey might have been there. I got to throw it away. Corey Baptiste, the tight end, might have been there, but I didn't trust myself. Or I didn't trust Caleb, more accurately, to get the ball in a tight window. So we're going to take our 3... Dude, I hate kicking in this game. It's so stupid. I even over-aimed on that play. I over-aimed to the left to not miss the chip shot. And he still misses a 19-yard field goal, so we only go up 2 into halftime. And it makes me want to freak out, dude. 16-14. We got to try and score. A touchdown here would be useful to go up 9. That would make it a 2-score game, obviously, and make Georgia Southern's job a lot harder. But we need to get down the field first, as we find 6 right there with Mark Roussel. He's up to 131 on the day on 20 carries, which is not unsurprising for him. Oh my God. If my left tackle blocks 1 guy right there, that's 15 yards. On the first drive back, Mark Roussel. Over 130 yards on the game now. We need 1 to keep this drive alive. He's going to get it, and much, much more. Up to the 45. One of our linemen is hurt, but it's all right. They're not good anyways. The backups are the same. As we go, quick pitch pass right here to Ricky St. Pierre. He gets to the side for the first time this year on that play. Finds 6 yards. And we've only thrown it 13 times in this game with Caleb Arsenault, which is honestly kind of ideal for how I want our offense to be going. As we look to run to the right. Spin him out, Mark Roussel. Break another tackle. That's a great run from Mark. And he's over 150 on the day now. And we're just going to keep feeding him. We saw the wear and tear catch up to him a little bit in that last game. We got to be aware of it again. Gets tracked down from behind this time, 2 yards. But he seems to be in pretty good health so far in this game. He's not shown any signs of wear and tear, which is impressive for 20-something carries deep. That ball's high for LaRoque, but he catches it. Gets a yard short of the first down, 3rd and 1. And they are going heavy to try and stop the run here. I'm going to try and call their bluff. I feel like they bail out of it. They're trying to get us to throw. They sort of do. I don't know what that was, but Mark Roussel gets the first down and gets injured, which is really bad. Hopefully it's just wear and tear, but to be safe, we're going to sub him out everywhere. And we're going to try and rely on the freshman, Quinn Bullock. There's great blocks for him. We know he's got good speed. Can he find the end zone? He does from like 30 yards out. Quinn Bullock, in big moments this year as a true freshman and a 50-something overall, has made important plays. And Mark Roussel looks like he's going to be okay, but we're going to give Quinn Bullock some run here. I mean, after that play, we have to give him a chance. And we're going to hope we can just kind of save Mark Roussel if we need him in a big moment in the 4th quarter. That would have been nice to get another user pick in this game. And it's a sack this time from Preston Doucette. The sack production from the interior D-line spot has been, I mean, unimaginable, really. As he dumps it to the running back, and Noah Castillo's all over that. 4th and 10. They got to punt it back. Orlando Lemon is also a true freshman. I don't know if I've highlighted him at all this season. His biggest issue is he has 79 speed. as Quinn Bullock gets a yard. He's a power back. That's all he has. The pressure is not getting home, but we've got time, and Quinn Bullock is outrunning the linebacker. It's a really good throw on the run, awkward feet for Caleb Arsenault. Gets the ball to Quinn Bullock in space, and we're down inside the 5-yard line. Let's see if Quinn Bullock can punch in his second touchdown of the game and the year. Find the end zone, Quinn. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Quinn. Who needs Mark Roussel? I mean, obviously we need him because he's insane. But Quinn Bullock in this third quarter, 2 touchdowns and a 30-something yard catch. He's been amazing. And their offense has really stagnated. Noah Castile has been all over the field for the second straight week. He's had a user pick. Should have been 2. And they're going to have to throw probably the rest as they run on first down. I don't know what I'm talking about clearly. But that's Cameron Hobbs making a tackle on the run outside the tackle there. Noah Castile also in pursuit. But, like, yeah, they've had no run game, same as last week, as they try and run again. Fouray's all over that. Also, let me rephrase. They've had no run game in the second half. Obviously, in the first half, they scored 2 on the ground. But in the second half, they've done almost nothing on the ground. They've almost thrown a pick. That could have been another pick if he delivered it on target. The Diesel with the pressure on that play. And they got to punt again in this third quarter. Now, we're going to try and chew clock all the way for the rest of this game. 2 scores up. 2.5 to go, or 3 minutes about in the third quarter. Quinn Bullock breaks away for another big run. Quinn Bullock in space is not as good at Mark as making people miss, but he has very similar speed, and with the way our O-line is blocking right now, he's doing great. We've got 4 yards to pick up for another conversion, and if we pick it up, we'll be in the fourth quarter, up 2 scores. That's a long throw, but he gets it to Corey Baptiste, does pick it up. 1 more play in the quarter here, and we'll be heading into the fourth, up 2 scores, essentially in the red zone. And we're resting our best player. As Quinn Bullock finds a gap there. I don't know how he managed to pull that off. Finds 8 yards. And I'll see you in the fourth quarter. 30-14 Priers on the road against 6-1 Georgia Southern. This is as good as this game could be going. We've put up 30 points. And here we go. Inside the red zone now. Read option here on first down. It's probably going to Torrey Adkins no matter what. It does. Falls forward. It's 3rd and inches. If we can pick up this end inches right here. Okay. I'm sorry. No one is guarding Isaiah LaRoque. Why is he running the wrong way? That's brutal. It's okay. We're just going to get away with Caleb Arsenault and walk into the end zone. I'm going to celebrate from all the way out here. That was the worst defense I've ever seen a team play, ever. Quinn Bullock chops down the edge rusher, which gives me infinite space for Caleb Arsenault to run. And then obviously the only guy who would have a chance to make the play is having a staring contest with my receiver as I run by him with no one in the... I mean, the entire defense is now running by him, and he's still just staring at my receiver. And then looks at the quarterback and says, "Oh, that's fine. No one's over there," before getting pushed and then still trying to stay close to LaRoque instead of chasing me down. Amazing defense from Georgia Southern there as we look at 37 points in this game. They've obviously got to go a long ways, down 23 with only 9 minutes in the game. They should pass basically every play at this point. Go underneath. Thibodeau can't make the tackle. Hobbs does make the tackle, but he gets a first. And you see Captain Rex running onto the field right there. I don't know what he was thinking, but maybe he's firing up Cameron Hobbs for the tackle. I don't know. 1st and 10 after that last pickup. Goes underneath. Gaspard just misses the tackle. Hobbs misses the tackle. Castile tracks him down. Down to 7.5. Their RPO, I got by that. Jamal Thibodeau can't get off a block. He spins out the next one. But it's Preston Doucette. They're empty backfield now. I'm bringing a blitz. I'm going to stay on Foray, though, in case they have an inbreaker early. I overran it. And they score. Of course, they have to go for 2. This would cut it to a 15-point game. If they don't get it, it would stay a three-score game. So this is a big chance at a stop for us. Goes to the flat. We've got guys out there to make a tackle. And he comes up short. 17-point lead. So with a 3-score lead and 7 minutes to go, we're going to bring in the backups for the rest of this game on offense at least. I want to try and protect our starters. Obviously, they've outperformed what I thought they were going to. And if we're going to be over 500, we need to stay healthy. So Caleb's out the game. Our receivers are out the game. I've even taken Quinn Bullock out of the game for now, as Fontenot makes a nice throw to Zumbo there. But Quinn Bullock showed me some stuff in this game, and I want to get him on the field more commonly. As we scramble with Fontenot, we're just going to pick up the first down and slide. If we get another conversion, this game's going to go under 2 minutes. I mean, yeah. Jones makes a nice cut. Cannot get the first down. 4th and 2. I guess I'll punt this. This will be... Obviously, if they don't score, this is the last drive you'll see. It's still a 3-score game, right? So they have to score a touchdown, get the ball back, score a touchdown, get the ball back, kick a field goal. Play action, fooling nobody. He gets hit as he throws. I think it's Preston Doucette. They're trying to rescue their 6-1 season right now. Augustine's trying to tackle the big tight ends. Gets to 3rd and inches. They're going no huddle, of course. Inches away from the conversion. I'm not too worried about giving up the conversion. I'm more worried about giving a chunk play. Like that. That's a great play from Gerald Keaton, the linebacker. And now they're 4th and inches. Of course, this is the game, so they're going to run for it. And they're going to get it. I tried to get a blitz off at the last second. It didn't happen. Here comes your last play before the 2-minute timeout. We're going man coverage. It's crazy with the backups in, but we're doing it. And I'm coming with Elijah Ferre. We're through, and it's a user sack. 2-minute timeout, and we've got him on 4th and 11. This is the game. One play for the game. The starters, well, Noah Castillo comes back in for the play at least. They're taking a shot over the top on Johnson. Can he break it up? He does. Game over. And it's going to be a 37-20 victory. One of the most complete games we've played as a team, offensively and defensively. We just murdered Georgia Southern, who was 6-1 coming into the game. Caleb Arsenault doesn't have to do much, does throw for 3 touchdowns, which is an impressive day for him. Obviously, Quinn Bullock had the nice game as well. This tells the story. This stat right here. Total offense, 547 to 189. We had over 500 yards of offense, held them under 200. And we ran for 357 on 51 carries. Arsenault, 12 of 16, 186, a touchdown and a pick. Rushing, Roussel was 25 for 158, over 6 per carry, 3 broken tackles. Didn't find the end zone on the ground, but that's all right. He's our offense. He is our offense. Arsenault, 8 for 68 on the ground, found the end zone twice. Jones had a 6 for 38, over 6 yards per carry. Quinn Bullock, almost 10 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns on the game, and a broken tackle. He's earned himself more playing time, no doubt in my mind. Receiving, Roussel, again, added 40. He maybe had 200 scrimmage yards. He did, 201. No touchdowns this week, but that's all right. Dupree had the big 44-yard touchdown catch. No one else really did anything crazy. Bullock had the 39-yard reception as well. Defensively, it was Noah Castillo again with a solid game. 6 solo tackles, 3 TFLs, a user pick. We get a sack from Preston Doucette and from Elijah Ferre. An added TFL from Kane Saunier there. The tackle numbers are down in this game, but we just stopped them so quickly on so many drives, especially in that second half, that there weren't tackles to get. A lot of pass deflections as well. Yeah, just an absolutely resounding victory from us. We go 2-0 in an episode for the first time in the series. And the second one, that was in dominant fashion. I don't think we have seen this team play that well ever. I don't know that I thought that was even possible for this team. As Rex LaCroix gets a level up there. We are now above 500. We're 4-1 in the Sun Belt. We have a legitimate shot at making the Sun Belt Conference Championship and a bowl game. Our expectations were like 2 wins, and we have 5 right now. We're 5-4, above 500. And yeah, this season is going to help us a lot next year. We're going to move off of a half star. We're going to get more hours to recruit. Hopefully we can win on the visit and sign some guys this year. And this will also help us in the portal, right? If we're playing well, which we are, guys are going to want to come here, and we might have a shot to get some decent guys in the portal, which would make us instantly better next year. This was the best episode so far of the season. We played really well. I didn't make too many stupid decisions throwing the ball. We didn't turn it over that much. Our defense played better. Noah Castillo was amazing. We're 1 win away from being bowl eligible. And we're potentially 2 conference wins away from making the conference championship. Yeah, this is as good as the season could be going for us. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please stay tuned for the rest of it. I'm really enjoying it. Check out the NFL series if you want, the Cardinals franchise. Obviously, the draft class from that is going to be from this universe of college football. Appreciate you guys. Leave a like and comment if you feel like it. Peace.